I'm going to show you how do I make my chicken for my chicken Alfredo. Slap your mama, red pepper, all shit if you want it spicy. If not, then just leave those out. Some Italian seasoning. I just use that one. Onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. And then I get the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can use whatever chicken you want. That's what I use. Wash and pat dry. I just lay everything out and then just lightly just season them. I need to wash that. Now the all shit is pretty spicy, so it just needs just a little bit. Italian seasoning. Just a little bit of salt because we've already put some Slap Your Mama, which is salty. And like I said, if you want to do the red pepper, you can. You don't have to. And then just flip it. Do the same thing on the other side. Put it in your air fryer for about 20-21 minutes, already preheated. I leave it until I need it for the last 20 minutes of making the chicken Alfredo. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my saucepan, which is this one, and then my pasta pan. Boil the water. I only use salt, just a good amount of salt. Let that heat up really well, and then we'll get everything ready for our sauce. You're going to need to shred your cheese. Do not buy pre-shredded cheese or pre-shaved. Buy this one at Walmart or wherever and shred it yourself. I usually do the bar all the way up to this part right here, and that's it. Okay, so like I said, I leave about an inch. You can use it for afterwards to shave it on top, whatever you want to do. And then I just set everything to the side, and you're gonna need like some all shit, heavy whipping cream, a small one. If you use the big one, you only need 2 cups, but a small one. Red pepper. I use the minced garlic and water. It's just easier for me instead of chopping stuff up, and it has more flavor to it, I feel like. Italian seasoning, 1 full stick of butter, salt, pepper, and we already have our cheese. So you will need a 1/4 of a teaspoon of the red pepper flakes, the Italian seasoning to start off with. I forgot to mention also, Slap Your Mama. You're gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of the salt and the pepper. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my pasta. It's just how much you want, I guess. Anyways, you're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of the all shit and a 1/4 teaspoon of the Slap Your Mama, only if you want more spice. If you don't use the Slap Your Mama, then you'll need to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, because like I said, this has a lot of salt in it, so it helps balance out the salt that I put in there from using regular salt. My logic. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my chicken before I start my sauce. The sauce cooks pretty quickly. I usually just roll it kind of back up like into a thigh. And I put it on 375 for about 20 minutes. And then I'll check it just to make sure it's actually done. So I let the pasta cook to al dente. Then I take it off and kind of rinse it out with cold water just to stop the cooking process. We are going to go ahead and make the sauce. You're going to take your full stick of butter. And we are going to put it in the pan. Hopefully. Alright. And we're going to melt it down. Kind of let it sit and like melt down. And then I get like one of these teaspoons and I get a heap of garlic. I would say it's probably a tablespoon, if that. I'm not sure, but I left in some of the juice and all that. And I just throw that in there. And then I kind of let it fry up a little bit. We want that butter to get that flavor. Take this up. And then all of our seasonings that we did, after I put it in a bowl, go ahead and just sprinkle it all on. Give it a good mix. And then, because we have this small container, dump the full thing in there. Like I said, if you buy the big one, just use 2 cups. And then we're gonna mix it really well all together. You want to let this kind of cook for a little bit so it's a good hot temperature so the cheese melts pretty quickly. And while that's kind of heating up, we'll go ahead and check our pasta and everything and see where that's at. As it heats up, just kind of, when you see it start to separate a little bit, just mix it together, because it will happen. Like I said, we're letting that pasta be al dente. It's almost there. Okay, so when it starts to get all bubbly like this, we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. And just add the full amount that we shredded. And we will just whisk it together. Until it's all melted. If you want it like a thinner sauce, just add a little bit of the pasta water. It will still get thinner once we add the pasta. We'll cook it a little bit so the water is still kind of stuck to it. Still need a mix. And at this point, I will go ahead and taste it to see if I need to add more sauce or if I want salt, or slap your mama if I want it a little more spicy. And to me, I want it a little more spicy, so I'll add a little bit more of the all shit. and it does need a little bit of salt. So since I do like the spice, I will add some more Slap Your Mama. That's just me. Like I said, if you don't like that, then just add more salt. Everybody has different taste buds. Some people like salt, some people don't. We like salt. We like flavor in the salt. So our pasta is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in our colander and just rinse it out and add it to our Alfredo sauce. And then just mix it up really, really well. And if you have more pasta, you won't have as much sauce. But it's just me tonight, so I only made it like that. And then just let it cook, I would say, for about another 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready to serve with your chicken. And that's it. That's how you make my Alfredo.